Welcome to your in-depth horoscope forecast for week commencing the 18th of November for the Sun or the Ascendant. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be honoured if you did so now. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. This week begins with the Sun in the passionate sign of Scorpio, but he is going to be joined on Tuesday by the co-ruler of Scorpio, Mars. And Mars is going to be in this location for the next 6 weeks, which takes us up to the early days of 2020. This exciting development, along with Mercury, ended its retrograde also on Tuesday in the sign of Scorpio, gives us an awesome opportunity to transform parts of our situation which may have been resistant to change. Now, some of that resistance could have come from ourselves, some from the circumstances we've been encountering. It is true with Mercury retrograde, it won't go back to the point where the retrograde began on the 31st of October until the 7th of December. So we have to expect that although things can speed up, we can get pieces of information or news or the green light that we've been waiting for, things may still take a little while to travel back to where we want. But Mars moving into this area is certainly going to help, because Mars is the planet of desire and instant gratification. And moving back into its home zone, it really gives us all an opportunity to dig down deep within ourselves, to tune into what we really want. And speaking of which, when it comes to relationships, Venus forges a quite beautiful angle to Jupiter, the planet of fortune and of expansion, in the last half of this week. These two planets are known as the greater and lesser benefics, so they're both lucky. So it depends for you where this is going to have its impact, but generally it can trigger some kind of good fortune. Also, Venus is going to be forging a semi-sextile to Pluto, the other co-ruler of Scorpio. And this suggests that expansion but also responsibility can go well together if we're open to change. Now, the Sun is going to be moving into the sign of Sagittarius on Friday. So that gives us a triple Sagittarius feel to the end of this week. And if your situation has felt very bogged down with politics, or there's been some kind of big change that has unfolded in your situation, or life has just seemed intense, there is a chance to just free things up and be a little more joyous as this week draws to a close. But with Mercury angling beautifully to Neptune over the last couple of days of this week, it's vital that we do continue to listen to our hunches, to tune in to our sixth sense, to guide us through what the end of this week does offer. Your specific forecast, Scorpio, is just so exciting. Mercury, the planet of communication, which has been dragging its feet over the last 3 weeks, goes forwards on Tuesday. It's true, it doesn't return to the point where it went into retrograde until the 7th of December, but I think generally, if a plan has seemed off and on, or you felt stymied in some kind of way, you're going to build up a much greater head of steam with Mercury going forwards. Furthermore, Mars returns to your sign. If over the last 6 weeks your moods have been a bit up and down, sometimes you've been feeling perhaps rather emotional, at other times rather feisty, I think you can move into the moment much more. This is going to help you to feel much more self-assured, much more self-confident, and your physical vitality can increase too. Yet with Uranus in opposition to Mars, there can also be some obstacles. Perhaps someone's going to surprise you with an objection that you're just not expecting. But then perhaps it's you who's about to be much more unpredictable in your approach. But if you are, it actually can be very life-enforcing and give you a sense of excitement. Also, your financial situation is lifted by Venus's conjunction with Jupiter, and a real good piece of news could fall for you as this week draws to a close. With the sun moving from your sign and into Sagittarius on Friday, this can also be a time when you are thinking of firming up the more creative plans that you've been instigating in recent weeks. It also is a good time to feel better about you yourself, but your creative talents can really flourish as Mercury connects beautifully with Neptune as this week draws to a close. It's been a real pleasure being with you. If you'd like to go beyond your zodiac sign and discover what 2020 will hold for you based on your personal birth data of time, date and place of birth, please see the link beneath this video. You can get the rest of this year free and 30% off. But for now, good luck and goodbye.